Hey, what's up, good people? I'm QC. Welcome to another Talkin' and Grubbin special edition, and I'm continuing with my top 10 unsung NBA champions. At number 2, I have the 1990 Detroit Pistons. The Pistons were coming off their first NBA title after sweeping the LA Lakers in the previous year's finals. But as the Pistons were celebrating their title, the NBA moved on to new business and it hit the Pistons close to home. The Pistons had to trade away Rick Mahorn, one of their anchors in the middle, to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the expansion draft. So now two questions hung over the Pistons' heads. Who will be that new anchor in the middle with Bill Laimbeer, and how would this affect their chances of a repeat? So Chuck Daly decided to put Mark Aguirre in the starting lineup. The Pistons' title defense got off to an average start as they were 18-11 by the end of December. But Mark Aguirre went to Chuck Daly and made a big suggestion that would greatly benefit the team. He decided to take himself out of the starting lineup and let Dennis Rodman start because he knew how much of a threat he was with his defense and his rebounding. And he also knew that Rodman was too great of a talent to be held back. The Pistons really took off as soon as Rodman was inserted in the starting lineup and they started to show that championship medal again. They finished 40-12 the rest of the way, which culminated into a 59-23 record and gave the Pistons the second best record in the NBA. They finished second in defensive rating while finishing 11th in offensive rating, and they finished first in points allowed while finishing 19th in points scored. Dennis Rodman was also named Defensive Player of the Year. The Bad Boys were ready to show the NBA that they were still the team to beat as the 1990 NBA playoffs rolled around. They swept the Indiana Pacers in the first round and made quick work of the New York Knicks in 5 games in the second round. In the Eastern Conference Finals, the Pistons were matched up against Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. These two teams would meet for the second year in a row in the Eastern Conference Finals and meet for a third year in a row in the playoffs. And the Bulls felt that they were ready to take the Eastern Conference crown from the Pistons, but the Pistons proved that they were still the kings of the East as they knocked off the Bulls in 7 hard-fought games and advanced to the NBA Finals for the third year in a row to match up against the Portland Trail Blazers. Now the Trailblazers had a pretty nice squad in Clyde Drexler, Kevin Duckworth, Terry Porter, and the late Jerome Kersey. The Blazers were having a pretty nice playoff run themselves as the third seed in the Western Conference. They swept the Dallas Mavericks in the first round, they beat the San Antonio Spurs in 7 games in the second round, and in the conference finals they knocked off the Phoenix Suns in 6 games. The Blazers were the last obstacle that stood between the Pistons and a repeat. The Pistons would dominate in Game 1, but the Blazers came storming back in overtime of Game 2 to beat the Pistons at home, giving them their first home loss of the playoffs. But the Pistons wouldn't panic. In fact, they would respond in a major way. They would win all 3 games in Portland, capped off by a game winner by 6-man Vinny the Microwave Johnson in Game 5. The Pistons won their second straight NBA championship. Isaiah Thomas was named Finals MVP as he averaged 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 7 assists per game. Joe Dumars averaged 20 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. Bill Laimbeer had a double-double in this series as he averaged 13 points and 13 rebounds per game. James Edwards, he averaged 14 points per game, and Vinny the Microwave Johnson averaged 12 points per game off the bench. Not only does the Pistons' 1990 championship get slept on, but their whole 5-year reign gets slept on because at that time they were the most disliked team in the NBA. They were disliked because of their style of play. They were a very physical team, very intimidating, they were cocky, and they were there to let you know that they were there to beat you down every night. Plus, some of the players were disliked such as Bill Laimbeer, Dennis Rodman, Isaiah Thomas, and Joe Dumars, despite the fact those two were the nice guys on the team. But what really makes that 1990 Pistons team unsung is they lost a key player in Rick Mahorn, they still went on to dominate. Well, that's 9 down, 1 more to go. Which team will get that number 1 spot? You'll find out soon. But what do you think about the 1990 Detroit Pistons? Leave it in the comment section below. Till next time, y'all have a good one. Love y'all to life. QC out. And now you can donate to Talkin and Grubbin Media via PayPal or Cash App. Your donations will help me keep this channel going and I can continue to produce more quality content. I greatly appreciate your donations. The PayPal link and the Cash App cash tag will be in the comment section below. Hey, what's up, good people? It's QC once again. Now that you saw the video, subscribe to the channel. When you do, click on the bell icon so that way you won't miss any new videos from me and be mad. Let your family and friends miss those videos and let them be mad. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, like me on Facebook. Thanks for watching.